Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Our current lesson focuses on format of a well-designed listening lesson. I hope and expect by the end of this session you would have an understanding not only of the format but also of the features of or the nature of a well-designed listening lesson. Well, my dear students, good listening skills can accelerate language acquisition. Good listening skills not only in themselves as listening skills are important, but also they play an important role in the development of other learning aspects of L2. Therefore, to teach how to teach L2 listening skills efficiently has become an important task for language teachers. Here, a theory-based listening lesson is presented that involves three different stages. That is the pre-listening stage, while listening stage, and post-listening stage. Well, the pre-listening phase or the pre-listening stage particularly is important for the beginners of listening. The L2 teacher can do one or more of the pre-listening activities in order to prepare the listeners for listening. What kind of these pre-listening activities can be conducted? For example, to establish the purpose for listening activities, or to activate necessary background knowledge that is required for that particular listening lesson's comprehension. The third possibility is activating background knowledge that can be done in various ways by classroom discussion or pre-reading a short text that prepares the readers for the listening of the particular text that is to be used for the listening activity. Presenting pictures or photographs can also be helpful in this regard. Furthermore, by providing linguistic support in possible ways, the learners can be helped. For example, asks the students to preview a list of keywords. This would prepare the learners for the listening activity. Point out the pronunciation of some of the words, and pre-teaching phrases or collocations also helps. So, for example, a collocation, apple of my eye. If the learners are taught this, if they are made familiar to this before they are introduced to a listening text in which this is used, this helps them listen in a better way and comprehend it in a better way. Pointing out confusing grammatical structures before the listening activity can also be a helpful pre-listening stage activity. There is also a possibility to set up a listening goal for the comprehension level. For example, tell how many times to listen to. So for example, telling the learners how many times they are supposed to listen to a particular text, this enables them to be ready mentally to listen to it according to the instruction for that many times. As far as the second stage is concerned, that is the while listening phase, well, do simply easy tasks that require little writing or reading and do graded tasks, gradually taking them from the easier tasks to the more difficult tasks. The post-listening phase is the third phase when the main activity of listening has been performed. After that, this phase is to be completed. It can serve some useful purposes. For example, to confirm whether listening comprehension has taken place or not. So this is a kind of not only confirmation, but it is also an evaluation of the comprehension. It clarifies certain points that are uncertain or that are unclear to the listeners, and it enables them to reflect on the problems during the listening. Post-listening activities can also serve as remedial work on learners' problems. During the listening phase, whatsoever problems they faced on the post-listening stage, remedies can be offered to that, or those problems can be solved. The examples include reviewing the transcript of the recording by reading while listening or reading alone. Another example is evaluating the process of the while listening phase. Overall, I would say that all the three stages of pre-listening, while listening, and post-listening, all the three are important when it comes to designing listening lessons. And for a well-designed listening lesson, all these aspects that I have discussed in the session need to be kept in mind.